Anyways, besides that, I got a couple new scary games that just came out that look like they are of outstanding quality. One's just called Ghost Stories, and one is called Love, Sam. Also, Turn Up with that Twitch Prime. Thank you so much. Always a pleasure. Hope you're doing good. Almost too much quality, that's right. Also, Lava Pit Dude said, the Goosebumps dog gave me nightmares as a kid. I saw that dog and I never watched the show ever again. But the dog gave you nightmares? Damn, dude. Yeah, there's a few new bum emotes. There's Bum Sweat, which is the only one I could add for now. Also, Kingly with that 25 months. And Narcy, the 15-month streak. Thank you very much. The other two I had to add as a tier 2 and 3 for now because we don't have enough slots. But yeah, I took the Bum Boo down for now. I'll put it on FFZ. Lizard did a great job in that one, but there's a few other ones that haven't been used as much, so it was between that and a couple others. We might switch them in and out. We'll see what happens. So that's that for now. What are we doing here? Let me turn that off. And those are by Maury Visuals, who's a well-known emote artist. I may get some more done soon. We can always throw a bunch of other ones on FFZ too. It's not like it's fucking that big of a deal. I need to like spend some time looking at FFZ and BGTV and working on that stuff anyways, so it's a little bit overdue. All right, this first one's called Love, Sam. Love, Sam. Yeah, Sans. There was that game I played a few months ago that ended up just being Sans at the end. I need to find that game. It'd probably be pretty funny to put into a pack or something. Love, Sam. Well, what's going on, everyone? Hope you guys are all doing well. Hope you're having a good week so far. Puppet Russ with the Twitch Prime. Damn, you guys are fucking awesome tonight. Thank you very much. Let me drink some coffee. Sam the Shapist. Jesus. Thank you very much. Love, Sam. Oh, there's no start menu or anything. It just goes. Oh, yeah. It's Sam. This is the game. It's the game. It's the person. It's the Sam. Whoa. Thought I was like outside or something. Sounds like it's raining. Sam in chat. My dirty little secrets. Look at that pencil. That thing is way too long. Why is that pencil so big? A pencil should not be bigger than a notebook. And then look at this one in this cup. That thing has got to be at least a foot long. What's going on in this world? It's locked. What if they have giant hands? Everyone's just like fucking, what is it? What's the thing when they have big hands? I feel like I'm losing my memory. Not like that's an important thing to remember. The Yowie hands. All right, let's sit down and read this journal. Gigantism. Yeah, pretty much. Read on to move on. Excuse me? Which button is the read button? Oh, you hit the fucking heart. The last human on Earth was sitting alone in a room. There came a knock on the door. A knock, knock, knock. I've never cared for keeping a diary, but now seems a good time to start keeping one. Why? Because after all these years, I just can't forget about what used to be the light of my life. I know, over dramatic much. This is a heart with wings inside of it. Knowing Brian Colmer as much as I did is bound to leave that big chunk of residue. Chunk of residue? Let's say this diary is what's left of our relationship. 3 years. No, 3 years have passed. The world around me is still the same. I may have missed a word there. Well, except for me, I look like a mummified corpse. What would B say if he saw me again? Why would you call someone named Brian B? It's just fucking lazy. B left Rosen Peak the moment he graduated high school to go to a fancy college of his dreams. Since then, I could only rely on my memories of him to keep me going. I wonder if it was the same for him, too. Well, yeah, obviously it stands for Brian, but why would you shorten Brian to B? I don't know. It's fucking dumb. Can't you just say the person's name? Or at least Bry? I don't know. How about you respect my name? Just call me Brain. When you love someone, his whole existence just gets etched into your brain. Self-fulfilling prophecy. So no matter how much B changes, I will always know it's him. But will B do the same for me? I know B liked me a lot too, but he was not the most likely person to remember stuff. Considering how long 3 years felt for me, it's possible he did forget about me. Or am I giving him too little credit? So here comes the big question. This is fucking crazy. All right? This is bad. This person is insane. Completely fucking insane. Will he remember me? Oh, and then she just drew a Ouija board into her fucking diary. That's a sane thing to do. Also, why is it this? Why wouldn't you just do it the long way? It's like all cramped in there and shit. Did you hear that? So where's the, what is it? The penchant? What's the piece called? The finger box? The planchette. I can't turn the page. Wash my hands. All right, get up. It does have some atmosphere, which is something I fucking hated a lot of games lately, like where there's just no sound at all. At least there's a clock and a fucking storm happening. Give me something. I hate when it's just nothing. Just have some like random shreds of linen in my top drawer. It's like Jesus cloak and a pillowcase. What the fuck is that? The fuck is this? It looks like a fucking sack of clothes that someone stitched together to hide like a baby inside of. Working microwave. What the hell is that? A canteen? Yeah, it's just like a little, you know, studio flat. Old ass oven. Get some coconut water. Cool microwave. It's got it all here. A little heart. Oh, there's more lights. Got a closet. Why wouldn't you put anything in your closet? Front door. Can't go out that way. No, I mean, this is a chick, I thought, wasn't it? Or are we reading someone else's diary? No reflection. That Fight Club soap. Yeah, the atmosphere just completely changed. I'm a vampire now. It's okay, though. Is there anything else in here? It's completely empty. That's good. Who shut the door? Scary sounding refrigerator. That's not weird. Well, where's the penchant for the Ouija board? Planchet. A penchant. For a Ouija. Oh, the pencil. I guess that makes sense. Nah, I guess. Whoa. There we go. Shouldn't there be a hello? Like, how do you start this off? Huh? Oh, I see. Who am I kidding? Like, any of it matters now. Brian is a great guy and all, but after all this time, I can't be sure of anything. I just hope our time together was meaningful enough for him. Enough to make him cherish even the darkest ones. What? Darkest what? Speaking of cherishable memories, I wonder what happened at Joe's Diner. Isn't Joe's Diner another really bad game? It used to be my favorite place, naturally. Because it was B's favorite place to begin with. If there were two things that were too good for Rosen Peak, it would be Brian and Joe's Diner. Or it could just be a really common name for a diner. Home of the best pancakes in the world. Things were so much easier back then. B could just be like, hey, and I would be like, hey. Nothing but hanging out. After that, the same occasional visit to Colton Hill. We had such a good thing going. Will he remember my voice? Will he say hey to me again? What is this, Death Note? No, I meant to say yes. It won't let me click on yes. I have to get up to answer it. I had to right click. Hello? Is my phone dead? I could call him 1,000 times more and I'm just like not reading it all tonight. I could call him 1,000 times and more just to hear him say hello. I enjoy just feeling his presence on the other side. Hey. I even enjoyed imagining him eagerly awaiting to hear something other than my breath. Hi. I wish I could sneak into people's minds. Look beyond their eyes just by staring. If I had that power, I would never stop looking through B's window. I look through the window. Okay, I think I'm the guy and I found the crazy person's journal. Now the things are happening that I'm reading, right? Maybe? August 21st, 2006. That as a debut outfit? I admire your confidence, Sam. And with that, my whole high school years were probably over. First day of new school and the new girl in town got classified as undesirable by what seems to be the queen of Wayrite Academy. And I spent last night telling myself, confidence, Sam, confidence. It looks like I should have spent that time better picking clothes. I try not to care too much about blending in, but these kids already look at me like I'm candy handed out by strangers. The package seems fine, but, you know, there's something fishy in there. Judging from their whispers, I could figure out they didn't know Wayrite even in accepted transfers. The fuck, man? It's been less than 24 hours since I moved to Rosen Peak, and I already enjoy sitting alone in my dorm room more than attempting to socialize with people who call me city girl. Well, screw you, hillbillies. The fuck is this game? Besides, I decided not to force myself into making friends after how my old friends decided to turn on me. I just hope these guys leave me alone at least. Keeping a diary sure can help keep things together in all the chaos. I haven't kept a diary since kindergarten. Who the fuck keeps a diary in kindergarten? But this seems like a good time to restart. Kudos to Mom for giving me the advice. Oh shoot, almost forgot calling her. Write you later, diary. My only true friend. Love, Sam. What? In kindergarten? You can barely like fucking write in kindergarten. Now entering Rosen Peak. Okay. Can't turn the page. Maybe that means the closet's gonna be full of like weird clothes. No. Nope. I don't remember anything from kindergarten. I remember a couple things actually. I remember learning the alphabet. I don't remember writing anything really substantial. What's that? Oh, that must be the note. Some good thunder sounds. I actually loved kindergarten. I remember really having fun memories. I remember like every day we picked like a different like class leader who would like hand out lunch, and then like there's like a different letter every day of school. Afternoon kindergarten, too. That was like the shit. I think that like determined my personality for the rest of my life. You got in trouble in kindergarten? I think everyone probably did, but I remember the first time I went to a book fair in kindergarten, and I bought like a Zelda book and a book about snakes. I don't know. I don't know why I have such a vivid memory of that. Let's leave that open. Nothing over here. Dude, what the fuck? There's got to be something else. What did I miss? Oh my God, how did I not see that? Will B remember the moment he came into my life? For me, it is as clear as the moment he left. So clear that the downfall of our relationship still cuts deep into my heart. What? The fuck? What is this? The fucking vicious cycle? Does that mean they're dead? Or is that just jam? Yeah, life in Rosen Peak was a jar filled with bittersweet candies. Not exactly tasteful, but I learned to enjoy it. Nevertheless, it's where my heart lies. Wrote a poem in B's memory. Yo, she killed B. He used to struggle with Miss Lazley's poetry practices, even if he didn't have to try that hard. Miss Lazley always told us poetry is not about using fancy words. Let your feelings do all the work. Well, this is how I feel. I stand at his doorstep, heart filled with desire. He rushes down the stairs, heart red like fire. But before his spirit can soar, first he must answer the door. And then I shot him. Okay. No. I can't get up. Is this Silent Hill 4? I didn't see anything. August 22nd, 2006. You can't trust those peak holes anymore after that one movie, one missed call. Yeah, there's a bunch of movies where the peak hole is bad. Putting your eye in a very vulnerable position. Yeah, that was the one with like the serial killer, right? That was just like drilling holes in the fucking peepholes. And that's how he got you. What the fuck was that from? Is that what that was? Phone ghost. All right. August 22nd, 2006. Stacy is a classic. FYI, she's the one who talked crap about my favorite vintage shirt. It's like she jumped straight out of a cheesy teen drama. Blonde, hot, always talking, and a cheerleader. She even has a beefy jock for her boyfriend. I don't want to start talking shit about someone already, but how could I resist? Every time I get in Stacy's view, triggered an obvious backbite. What? I don't know about that sentence. I'm seriously starting to think that she's under a curse that kills her if she stopped talking about someone else. Sadly, coping with her bitchiness wasn't the hardest part of the day. Mom called again. As far as she knows, it's just rainbows and butterflies here in Rosen Peak. I'm Stacy. I'm pretty. Look at that face. Well, I mean, it's supposed to, obviously, I think it means, reaction or something. I don't know. It's a fucking bizarre way of saying it, though. I can still remember the complicated face she made when I told her that my application was accepted by Wayrite. None of us were expecting them to approve a transfer request of an 11th grader. Even if she told me she understands my need to move out of the city, I feel really guilty for leaving her alone. You already used up your last runaway chance, Sam. Get yourself together. If not for you, for Mom. Pick up. Open. Other Wayrite kids were so predictable. Their doors were already open before I even put my hand on the knob. But B's door was closed, shut, and so beautifully painted. Everyone liked him, but couldn't get him to open up. Oh, what the fuck? I knew there was something more behind that pretty paint. Something behind his bright smile. Turn the page. Wash your hands. But on the other hand, being able to hang out with him was a good enough blessing for me. Enough to make me want to never leave his side. Never, ever. Uh-oh. It's a ghost. It's coming. I can't read the journal now. I guess I gotta turn the other lights on, maybe. Well, that light turns on just by standing over there. Fuck did it get so dark? Hold on a second. Let me turn off Steam really quick, or put myself offline rather. Oh, this is new. My first Rosen Peak weekend. As the name itself gives away, the small town fits perfectly as a setting for a mystery horror genre. Lush forest, endless hills, and a lake that I'm certain is hiding a couple of dead bodies. I could pay a visit one day and take some gorgeous shots. As for now, I'm just going to leave those POI on my to-do list. Point of interest. Which is already filled with a crazy amount of homework. I now know why youngsters of Wayrite will try their best to get as far away from school as possible after class, to escape from the choking pressure that teachers give them. Even on weekdays, pretty girls like Stacy will have their boyfriends give them a ride, and others make use of the power of public transportation to get to the more crowded part of town. It does feel too quiet with no one left in school, but at least I don't feel as lonely as I was in San Diego. At least I don't have to watch everyone I know turn their faces away like I'm some kind of demon spawn. At least I don't have to be reminded how fucked up things can be in a single moment. Moving on won't be easy, but as long as I keep myself busy, it won't be that hard. As for my weekend plan, I'll just improvise in the morning. Write you later. Love, Sam. Why are these, like, separate from the journal itself? B was always pushing his limits. Well, it was more like he was always being pushed, but he was good at it. That's why he naturally became the best quarterback of the team while maintaining a high grade for a star player. B was the best quarterback Wayrite could ask for. Seeing him running all sweaty on the field always triggered something tingly within me. Something that made me want to go catch him behind his back and never let go. What's happening? No, it's all right. I'm sure we'll find out. Maybe. All sorts of feelings and thoughts were pumped restlessly into my brain with every heartbeat. It gave me a bad headache. A good kind of bad headache. I wanted it to stop. I wanted it to never stop. But as soon as B gave me that, hey, all those headaches were washed away. It used to be the best prescription I could ask for. Take away the pain and let only the good things stay. Hey. Oh. Weird. Hi, hey, hi. Uh-oh. Maybe you put that over the thigh. New page. August 31st, 2006. For a boarding school, Wayrite intellectuals are not that interested in becoming intelligent. I visited the library today and two things surprised me. One, the place is bigger than the one in my old school. Someone could get lost in here. Two, I had a strong feeling that people rarely visit the library, maybe because they feared being lost in there. The place was too clean. Even the books showed little sign of human touch. Now I feel sorry for complaining about Miss Lazley's book assignment. I wonder if Stacy's even thinking of picking a book. With her admiring her boyfriend Kyle's tattoo all day, I doubt she has spare time to do that. Is she depending on Kyle to do the reading for her? Seriously? According to what I saw so far, he's either busy reacting to whatever's coming out of Stacy's mouth or working up some shenanigans with his jock buddy. Brian, was it? So, yeah, right. Brian. The same brain? In the meantime, I should be more concerned about myself than the well-being of the whole school. We too cool for books. No teachers, no books. Open those eyes. No need for words. The sweetest love songs those eyes utter. I don't think that's the right body part. Could be wrong, though. So turn around and sing for me. Oh, is that you? So turn around and sing for me. Excuse me? Sorry. Coughing. Was that blood, maybe? There's nothing in here. Under the sink? fuck? Why do I have a stick? September 4th, 2006. Visited the library again. A bit more people than before, and among them was Brian. It's not worth a bother, but seeing a major skank's boyfriend, Bud, wandering around the library is uncanny by anyone's standards. He must have been there to pick the book for Miss Lazley's assignment. I almost got too close to him trying to see what he was going to pick. I really hope he didn't notice that. I'd rather be known as a regular geek than a creepy one. A jock in a library? Now I've seen everything. Woe is me. I hate to admit, but seeing Brian at the library was today's only diary-worthy event. Probably because it's the only human interaction that didn't give me the sensation of someone talking behind my back. At least today's entry is a tad more meaningful than what I wrote yesterday. I need to revise my book options now. Write you later. Love, Sam. Sam, what the fuck are you doing? The power just going on and off, maybe? Ultimate prank. All right. Yeah, I guess so. I miss him, even when I'm with him. I see him, even when he's not looking. Sam, the fuck are you doing? What is you doing? Just check the microwave. I wonder if he stabbed someone through the eye with the stick. Through the eye hole. Just investigating a little bit. What? Oh, that was under the bed taking a picture. That's right. September 7th, 2006. It was Mr. Kane's 9th psychology class, and he still managed to come up with another lame activity. This time, he gave each of us a sheet and made us write down some of our own personal traits. For the next 10 cringy minutes, I managed to squeeze out some of the aspects of myself I could hate less. After that, Mr. Kane told us to think about whether or not others would agree to each of them. He called it re-engaging the perspective towards oneself. Blah, blah, wow. Like I really needed to reevaluate my stupid self. But it's not the dumb subconscious exercise that's bugging me right now. When the papers were being passed around, Brian, yep, him again, kind of smiled at me. It's 11 p.m. now. Why am I writing this? It's most likely an accidental glance, but I still don't know why the very image hovered in my head for the rest of class. Okay, the rest of the day. Stupid brain probs wanted another excuse for screwing up today's math test. Get out of my head! Did you see that? It was like a little hand. It was a little hand. What do you think it's going to do, though? Do you ever have like unreasonable fears of something being under your bed when you were a kid? Or like it was always the closet for me. I was always afraid like I think it's because I saw Poltergeist at like a really young age. I was afraid that like, you know, whatever happened to the closet in that movie was gonna happen to me. And then the clown was under the bed in that movie too. Oh, I could turn the page. I didn't even realize that. As the time we spent together grew longer, one question kept on growing with it. What does the me in B's eyes look like? Does he see me as I see him? Does he see me as I see myself? Does he see me as I want him to? I screamed in agony, but there was nobody to even hear it. Will others think that I do not overthink? Oh. What the fuck? This is all bad because she's crazy. September 11th, 2006. I was returning some of the books I checked out when he came out of nowhere. Hey, anything worth reading? I never thought the voice was aimed at me, but my heart was somehow already skipping a beat. Brian had to tap me on the shoulder to get my complete attention. Sam, right? I saw you going in and out of the library, he said with a buttery voice. It's not like I've been stalking you or anything. I come here from time to time to get my stupid assignment out of the way so I can focus on my games. I'm a gamer. He said he couldn't find anything interesting to read, and since all he could think about were comics, he could use some guidance. My mind was still jumbled up from the ambush. All I remember was saying, how about Misery? Stephen King's works are good enough to get you started. Because boys like any story with blood and breaking bones, right? Oh, God. I don't recall how the rest of the conversation went, but I'm certain he said, see you later, at some point, and I said, yeah, see ya. Misery. Real nice, Sam. If Brian didn't know you were a weirdo, he does now. He's going to be in the Misery situation. See you later, Brian. It's not like I've been stalking you or anything. What if I did things differently? I was continuously surrounded by assholes, but I can't call myself a great human being either. My life was in chaos. I barely had time to think about who I was. And with all those noises hovering around me, all I could think of was a simple life. I never wanted a drama. I wanted a poemish life. What? A tender, subtle love story written only for his eyes. It's totally fine if no one else gets it, as long as B does. B was always welcome in my world. I gave him the key to it. Even if he'd lost it, he could always come back to our world to find it. And I think it's a good time to come back now, B. Let's go back to our small world where I placed my love at everywhere you loved. My heart at everywhere you loved. Let's go back. What the fuck? She drew a map. Gym, arcade, Joe's Diner, park, donut shop. Little heart. Or just go. I guess you gotta put it in here somewhere? No? Maybe there's other hearts in here. Cotton Hill. Thought you saw someone in the bathroom. Or one of the hearts, rather. I don't think so. Nothing in the closet. In the fridge. Over there. It could have just been something I was supposed to click on over there. Ba-dum. Cotton Hill. Yeah, but I can't pick the heart back up now. It's just like on the desk. So I think that's what you're supposed to do. Yeah, it's just to figure out like where you hung out and then you put the heart on it, I guess. Should have been a book, yeah. Nah, the pencil wouldn't. He wouldn't pick it up. Know those. Boom, boom, boom. Or I mean, it wouldn't do anything at least. Unless I'm like missing the pixel. Enter on the heart. Can't pick up the heart. Can't turn the page. There's a light I can get on over here. That light bulb's out. So I can't see what's in some of the cabinets right now either. Yeah, nothing in the back of the closet. It's not the books. I don't know. It wouldn't let me turn the page. See? I can go back. Oh, there's a key. Wait, did I skip that page somehow? How the fuck did he go buy a page? But I know he's not coming back. I'll never hear that hey again. I'll never know what's behind his door, locked tight with smiles. Guess I gave him my key and B didn't. Like, what is the indication that you would have to go backwards? We leave this room now? Oh, the cabinet. The drawer. Turns out the lake does have a history of having a dead body in it. I know this because I visited there. I visited there because Brian took me there. What? What? It all happened so fast. I was outside the yard reading when Brian appeared out of nowhere again. He said hey and started telling me how he actually enjoyed the book and how he never read the same book twice in his life. And since he was heading out, he offered me to give me a tour of the town. 10 minutes later, and we were passing Joe's Diner, home of the world-famous pancakes, says Brian. But there was also an arcade across the diner. Brian hates the place because it's teeming with 10-year-olds. The donut shop was Brian's must-go-to place, too, unlike the music store, which, according to him, seriously needs to restock. I found my own place of interest, a bookstore. It was always weird seeing a bookstore and a gym standing side by side, though. At the end of the tour, I finally got to taste that sweet pancake Brian worshipped. Out of the window, I could see the gigantic hill that was also visible from my dorm room. Brian revealed that it's his secret base of some kind, since few people actually visit Colton Hill. He jokingly said he could take me there when I'm cool enough. After dinner, Brian dropped me off at the bus station and drove off to meet up with his friends. I was exhausted but hyped up beyond my limits. I can't sleep. How can I when the whole day just feels like a dream? The whole day feels like a dream. What does that mean? Started the revolution in those hills. Yeah, why did he have a base? He has a base in Colton Hill. So the bookstore, the music store, and the park, Joe's. Oh. What about the Sharpie? Oh, I thought she said she liked the music store. Broken memories, broken heart, broken neck. Bam. Just got my neck broken by a ghost. Colton Hill. The bookstore. The diner? No! Go back! The game where the ghost just cold cocks you. Let's go back. Take me back. To the place. I belong. West Virginia. Break my back. How come I can't read those? Take me home. Diner, donut shop, bookstore. I was not paying attention very well, apparently. Neither were you. No. It says she put her heart everywhere he loved, not she. Oh, okay. Ba-na-na-na. There it is. Spaghetti was right. I miss Morning Dew Bakery. B never shuts up about its donuts. So tasty. They did taste sweet, just like B's heart. Each bite was another memory to savor. Did you eat his heart? But just like a donut, it had an expiration date. It turned cold and bitter. I miss its warmth. I miss its sweetness. I need it. I need to eat it up. All right, fucking Daenerys. So this donut is just going to turn into a heart while I'm eating it, isn't it? Predicting it. It's a fucking Homer Simpson donut, too. I need to eat it up. Wait. Supposed to do more? Look at the fucking Sharpie says epic on it. I thought it said Apple at first. Microwave it? Nah, it doesn't let you. It does. Oh! What? September 25th, 2006. The golems just obliterated the hammerheads today. I now know why they say Brian and Kyle are more than buds. I would have called them an awesome duo, too, if only Kyle wasn't an assload of a douche. An assload of douche? I mean, the guy has his name tattooed on his arm. Call me old-fashioned. But I think he should go to a hospital and get that ego checked out, because it must be swollen. Huge. At least he leaves me alone other than give me that creepy stare when I pass by. I understand how Stacy can keep hanging out with him, but Brian? They do say we sometimes become friends with those who we are at the opposite ends, so maybe it's not such a weird thing. For me, the real win was the photos I took of Brian. Watch out for Sam Holt, the rising teenage stalker. Bringing the Polaroid camera I bought years ago during my camera geek phase seems like a good idea now. I know I promised myself to stay away from people, stay away from the drama, but when I look at Brian, when he talks to me, it feels like maybe, just maybe, it's okay to have a little drama for myself. I'm not ready to define what this feeling is, but for now, I'm going to label it as looking for a shoulder to cry on and just shove it under my bed, just like the pictures I took today. At first, I was like, golems. Like golems in this game now? What happened to the heart? Blew up. Hold on a second. All right. Let's have a seat. Just like a donut, it had an expiration date. It turned cold and bitter. I miss its warmth. I miss its sweetness. I need it. I need to eat it up. I hated every moment I was not with B. I was helpless. Every day I wanted to call him just so we could chat, but I was afraid of what Brian would think of it. It could even hurt his reputation. When I finally worked up the nerve to call, all I could do was listen to him say hello. And that was as far as our late night phone call chit-chat could go. I hung up, wondering if he knew who was on the other end of the line. Probably not. I remember the strong burning sensation that came every time I called him. That red, fiery sensation. Red and fiery. Red. So fucking red. I got the hiccups. Red everywhere. Sam and Brian, S&B, Sam and Brian, everywhere. That's all it was. Finish what you started. Oh, like finish drawing that. Okay. This is the gameplay. Oh, it is the Garage Boy. What? Did I like draw it wrong? No. See, I did it. That was kind of cool. I draw more. Sit down. No? The hell else do you want from me? Oh. Somebody in another horror game in the same building clipped through the door. Yeah, it's just like that's how it goes. No! What is that? Yeah, I keep thinking it's like at the shadow. What? You telling me I don't know how to draw a heart? Ah. Perfect. That's really loud. Yeah, predator clicking noises. Sam versus Predator. I can't shut the window. Oh, there we go. It won't shut. No? Oh, it's right there. What? What? I don't know what I did wrong there. Oh, come on. It's clearly a heart. And then it like breaks. There we go. Yeah, what the hell is going on with that? It's not, though. It's completely separate. Ah! God damn it. See, it should go all the way around because it's just SB inside. It should be a new whole heart on the outside. But then it fucking broke it off right there, even though it was in the outline. Even though I went on the exact spot that it, like, fucked up on last time. This looks like abandoned house game now. Reminds me of that cliff. On a very narrow path, apparently. Yeah, the Pixar lamp got me. Sam, meet me at Colton Hill. You know where to find me. Brian. What? This game's called Dear Sam. Dear Sam. I do believe oh, we got a new journal page. September 28th, 2006. Due date for Miss Lazley's book report is right around the corner, and I'm still not finished. Only if I wasn't too disturbed. Normally, I wouldn't bother reading a teen romance story, but for some reason I thought, hey, why not? The premise for Mingled itself is pretty generic. Jenny has a huge crush on her childhood friend Michael, but she can't get Michael to think of her as more than just friends. She reaches a conclusion that it's just because of all those girls around him, so she starts making a list of all the basic girls who also have a crush on Michael. What she's planning to do with the list is yet to be revealed. If I can finish reading the book by tomorrow, I'll be able to finish the report with enough time for a revise. What? Paper equals A+. P.S. I wonder how Brian's doing with his assignments. Why am I interested? Because he's been asking for my help with some of his works, and I gladly agreed to. Why would I do that? Because by helping Brian focus on his practices so he can bring trophies to our beloved school, it's safe to say I'm part of a bigger cause. Not like I'm doing this for personal reasons, right? What the fuck? This person's like all over the place. I wanted to read Brian like a book, peep into his beautiful head. Oh, it's the window. Oh, I can turn the page. Filled with desires, I had to secretly incubate you. Desires of whispering words like, don't leave me, don't go away, don't smile for others. Please don't look away. Did I really just get a game over for looking off the page? You fucking kidding me? I guess that makes sense in hindsight. It's kind of cool. Turn the light on. Something. And get up. Oh. Stacy invited everyone to the late post-victory party at her place this Friday. Weird that she told me this at the hallway herself. The sudden act of courtesy was enough to leave me frozen. But to think of it, a self-conscious beauty queen like Stacy would love showing off how tolerant she could be. I prefer celebrating quietly in my room, but since the party is practically being held for Brian, I thought it would be sort of rude of me not to be there. He was nothing but nice to me since I met him, so the least I could do is show up. Plus, I could probably witness the face Stacy makes when she sees I actually had the nerve to show up. Maybe, just maybe, I could even piss her off as I managed to strike up a conversation with Brian. An Omega hanging out with an Alpha? I've never heard of that before. An Omega. That's what they should call themselves now. Kyle would be busy comforting Stacy, fuming about how I messed up her ecosystem. No peer pressure, Sam. Just clean drinks and hopefully some casual talk with Brian. What could possibly go wrong? Well, yeah, Omega is the last thing in the alphabet. Or the last symbol of the Greek alphabet, I think. Like, you know, alpha, beta. Omega is the last one. So that's, I don't know. I guess that's what they're trying to say. There's Zeta. I don't know. Omega is the last. It means last, doesn't it? I mean, Zeta could still mean Z, but maybe it's just different. Anyways, like staring into closed eyes, I could never know if B knew I was looking at him. Did he even know I was there? Maybe he knew, but he simply didn't care. The only thing looking back is my decaying sanity. I want him to look away so much, but what's the point when the stench is still there? Okay. I started to think the only way to get B's attention was to throw myself off Colton Hill. How did I come so low? All I wanted was a chance to see how I feel about B without any noise getting in the way. I still could have some I still could have had some peace with Brian despite all the shit that I had to deal with. Brian was super likable. Everyone liked everything about him. They couldn't stop smiling when Brian started talking. The smiles they gave him made me want to puke. They smile as if their relationships with Brian mean much more than the one I have with B. And yet, I was the only one left with a broken heart when he left Rosen Peak. B was so determined about leaving that being a star player wasn't enough for him. B needed to be a fucking model student. Nothing says pick me to college admissions like a spotless student record. Oh, she got used. The Alpha and the Omega. You can't just shake up my whole world and leave. Oh, okay. Those needles or pencils? Suicide suspected in death of missing teenager. The girl of 17 who was found dead at Colton Hill likely ended her own life, police say. Sam Holtz, a transfer student of Waywright Academy, had been reported missing for 6 days until Rosen Peak authorities discovered her body in the forest. Due to the days of heavy rain around the time of her death, the investigation on Mrs. Holt's death faced few challenges. However, interviews with school faculty members and students led to the possibility that she threw herself off the cliff at Colton Hill after months of rejection from her peers. She was rarely seen with others, says one of her former teachers. She was even publicly humiliated just before her disappearance. It must have worked as the tipping point for her. Rosen Peak police say that the fall did not kill Sam instantly. It is possible she gasped for air through her broken neck before dying. Jesus Christ. Waywright Academy now faces suspicion of neglecting its students, led by the mother. You think they would really print that? I don't know about that. She struggled to breathe as she gasped and died. Like, I don't know about that, man. Her broken neck prevented the air from getting into her lungs. I'm not sure. I don't know if they would say something like that. I'm no expert, though. What the fuck do I know? October 7th, 2006. Oh, man. Everything's gone wrong. My senses are screaming in pain. I don't even remember drinking any booze. The pain only escalated the moment Brian texted me. You feeling okay? No, I was not okay. And why is Brian asking me this? Did I do something to him? According to Brian, I went from being quiet to crazy happy and cute. His words, not mine, real quick. I was so close to being the center of the party that he had to bring me back to the dorm. Why can't I remember any of them? Congrats, Sam. You've reached a new low in life. Shit. Is this it? Is this how I die? I sincerely asked Brian if there was a good place to kill myself. He said, maybe now is a good time to show you my secret hideout. What? Since I passed the test by showing the whole school a different me, is he seriously going to take me to his Colton Hill hideout? Tomorrow I'm going to the so-called most romantic place in Rosen Peak with Brian. There's something in my head that's keeping me awake, and it's not hangover. Yeah, it's definitely like a Carrie hazing story or something like that, I think. She died painfully. Hold on, I gotta go to the bathroom real quick. I'll be right back, guys. All right, I'm back. And it's not Hangover. It's The Hangover Part 2. Who dat? I'm outside. But how? What's that? What's that? Hello? Sam? Oh, she's gonna get pushed off, isn't she? Is it gonna be something fucked up like that? Hold on. Sorry about that. Where'd she go? Either way, she's going off that cliff. What is that scream from? Is that like the Bad Ben scream? Or does that sound familiar to anyone? At all? It does sound familiar. No one knows what it's from though, right? Just drinking some coffee and water. I feel like my blood sugar is a little too low right now, too. I don't know how else to describe. I don't know. I need some caffeine or something. Coffee and water. Well, you should drink a glass of water for every like 12 ounces of coffee you have. Yeah, those are definitely like needles. So we got needles all over the room. Scattered about. No big deal, apparently. No one gives a fuck about that. That's not a health issue for anyone. They look like toothpicks? No, those are needles. I mean, just look at that. Definitely a needle. Are we all in agreement on this now? Health code violations everywhere. Speaking of health code violations, did you guys see that they busted like all the ice cream trucks in New York City today for like not paying their bills and something like that to the city? Not paying their tickets and fines? So like, how sad is that? Ugh. Disposable vapes. Yeah, I got jewel carts everywhere. Ice cream trucks are still around? Yeah, dude. What the fuck? You don't see ice cream trucks anymore? I see more of them now. I see more ice cream trucks now than I ever have before. Yeah, they're all tax evading. Well, it's good. You got to assume they have like probably crazy overheads to run something like that. So they probably aren't making an insane amount of money. So they just probably like dodge a bunch of like city rules and stuff like that to just operate. And it was either yesterday or today that they all got busted. All these ice cream trucks got busted in New York City because they kept like They kept like changing the company that was in charge of the ice cream trucks. So they would make one go bankrupt and then just change the shell company to something else. And they were like just skirting out on all like their parking tickets and stuff like that. I know, it's kind of funny. It's the expensive food trucks and stuff, but not the classic sketchy van playing music anymore. I see them sometimes. The thing now is I see ice cream trucks that have like soft serve ice cream. We never had that. We just have like, you know, Ninja Turtle ice cream pops and stuff. Nothing wrong with that though. Oh my God, Brian actually took me to Colton Hill and then he pushed me off. The hideout Brian mentioned had a wonderful view of the small town, the whole place under the golden sunset. The best part of the spot was that it is quite hidden and unsafe. What? That's the best part. You could easily roll down the hill if you were careless or drunk. And no one could find you for days. How awesome is that? Being drunk with that wonderful moment didn't cause any accident, though. What? Yeah, the gumball eyes. Or just like screwball. The screwball is good. It's just like the same thing, basically. Yeah, you could still get those, though. I really like Le Chip, the Le Chip sandwich. You know what that is? Le Chip. I don't know if that was like a regional thing, them just calling it that, but that's what it was called. For my ice cream. And they were all Italian dudes. The guy who was the ice cream truck driver for our neighborhood was named Luigi. I swear to God. Pretty sure I used to think he was Luigi too. We sat there for less than an hour, but it felt like an eternity. I can't even remember what we talked about. I do remember saying how beautiful Rosen Peak is, and Brian being all meh about it. I guess you get fed up with views like this too. Today's only regret is that I failed to bring the true essence of the hill's view back with me. There's a reason why I gave up photography as a hobby in the first place. At least the close-up shot of Brian was not half as bad. When I came back down from the hill, it became clear that my life just became a bit more messed up now. I know because I really want to talk to Brian again soon. Help me get to sleep quickly today, diary. Love, Sam. Hey, Luigi. We gotta sell these ice creams. That's more like Yogi Bear. They hang out sometimes, though. So. Brian's secret hideout. A closed Colton Hill hiking route discovered by himself so we can hide from the world around him. Not a flashy place, but it had a great view. All the life's problems. What the fuck is this? She is definitely completely insane now. Now what? In a page? I wish it could be our special place. Ours and ours only. Colton Hill is nothing but a rock pile of blood-soaked memories now. Why did he have to break my fucking heart? Was I just one of his many friends? Oh my God. Maybe that's it. That's why he wanted to leave even after I told him we won't be together anymore. He thought he was too good for Rosen Peak and me. To him, I was just a background in his picture. Under the bed? Who took that picture? You don't deserve a face. I feel like my face is falling off my face. The book report was finished days ago, but I can't stop thinking. Hello? Okay. Hope you remember how to take a picture. I didn't get to read that letter at all, though. They went onto the board. I can't touch it. I think that might have glitched out. Oh, no, you can read it. To summarize the rest of the book, Jenny goes on this jealously fueled sabotage attempt, rampage on every girl who has a crush on Michael. I know it sounds horrible without context, but it's actually kind of cute. She finally stands on top, but Michael finds out what she's done. He breaks Jenny's heart, saying he can't be sure of who she is anymore. Things work out in the end, but that's not why I sympathize with the dorky psycho girl. Brian is just like Michael, popular, has killer biceps, busy hanging out with people. I can't see what he wants because of all the noise around him. I know he wants to go to college, but what about beyond the boring stuff? What kind of person does he like? What does he think about me? He told me about his mom, how she died of cancer last year. It must have been so hard trying to look okay in front of everyone who's depending on him. I sometimes feel like he can't see me because he's so busy trying to meet everyone's expectations. I know how those around us can be hurtful, and it's dangerous to rely on them so much. I just wish I can tell Brian one day that I'm here for him. Brian got what he wanted in the end. He left Rosen Peak as soon as he was given the chance. As for me, I was left to suffocate in the hole of tainted memories until I drown in my own endless nightmare. Jesus Christ. Don't leave me. Suffocate. Yeah, I'm a Rugrat now. Tommy Pickles here, streaming for you. Every day, every night, I'm surrounded by whispers. Whispers that lie. Whispers that eat away my brain piece by piece. No matter how I try to. Eyeball hands. More like Ricky-isms. Like Ricky from Trailer Park Boy. Trailer Park Boys. Yeah, give me some jalapeno. Oh, God. I hear them again. Are you in a healthy relationship? Take this quick survey to find out. Okay. Worst case, Ontario. One must take as much as one gives. No. Obsession is the stronger form of love. Yes. No one can have what you can't. Yes. B never loved you. No. Because you are a selfish little shit. No. All your problems are caused by you. It's all your fault. Your survey results. It looks like your eyes are still closed. It's like listening to your own voice only. Keep listening then. Maybe you'll understand something this time. Hello? Hello? Oh, God. I hear them again. Hey, what's up, Hank? It's getting worse. This fucking shithole town left a disgusting crack on my heart. And I just said, just thought it said cock when I started seeing the expletives. This fucking shithole town left a disgusting cock on my heart. And it's getting bigger and bigger. The voices I hear from the crack are getting louder. I see more and more eyes staring at me through the gap. I thought it meant the people. The gap. Oh, is that a different letter? Miss Lazley gave us an easy poetry assignment for once. She said it's okay to make a parody of the classics as long as we stick to the ABCD pattern. So I took the liberty of letting my imagination go ABC berserk. Here's a slight taste of my early work. Roses are red, violets are blue. My life would have sucked if it wasn't for you. Call me Shakespeare. Or is it Holtzsphere? I could have waited for Brian to ask for my help with homework again, but I decided to make the first move this time. And guess what? He said he can handle it alone. Call me paranoid, but I'm worried I might have hurt Brian's pride. That's what happens when Sam opens her idiot mouth or uses her idiot brain. P.S. I've decided to carry my diary in my bag. The doors in the girls' dorm are way too easy to open. Not as easy as Stacy, though, if you know what I mean. I even saw one of the girls using a notepad to crack her door open. Besides, I have this weird hunch someone's been reading my diary. Decided to not ignore this hunch. This is why you should not write things down, ever. My love for you is like a truck berserker. When I ran out of places to run, I had only one solution. Now my memories are scattered all over the dark. Now I must look for them. Well, I mean, if you're writing crazy shit like this, make sure you destroy it afterwards. Don't let people find shit like this if you're going to be fucking writing down wild-ass fucking crazy thoughts and stuff. At least burn it or something afterwards. Get fucking rid of it. Now I must look for them. Like, maybe if that's like a way for you to vent, is to like write shit like that. Just don't fucking send it. Like, you just really shouldn't do that, first of all. But if you're going to, destroy it. Destroy it afterwards. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. Is this like the order of these fucking notes now? What the hell is this? Okay. Oh. I indulge your gaze. I cherish your smile. Then we gotta put them in the right order. No? I guess we gotta put them in. Or other ones show up, maybe? Yeah, well, if you do it like 80 times in a row, it's definitely going to be annoying. What's that? Oh, there we go. It's on the ceiling. One more. The ceiling of the kitchen, maybe? Ah. No. In the fridge? Can't open it. Maybe that's what activates the one in the bathroom? No. Floor. And there's some blood on the floor in here? I thought that was related to the mouth. Yeah, it doesn't seem like. This is so annoying. Desk. Yeah, that's the note from before. Maybe you have to put it in. I don't know. Bed. What's up, Zach? See eyes. Ah, now there's no light at all. Oh, there we go. Nah, it wasn't the closet. I already checked that. Unless they, like, put it in there after I got the other one. No. Actually, you can stand here and kind of see around the room. I don't see anything. Next to the fridge. Nah, I don't think so. This is so bad. Turn the bathroom light off. Good call, good call. Ah. Now I just gotta figure out the right. Oh, it's a poem, isn't it? Is that it? It's not letting me interact with it now. Oh, there we go. With Brian preparing for a rematch with the Hammerheads, I once again gladly gave him a hand with the non-important homework stuff. I must say the teachers here don't give their poor students a break just because the test is over. Hammerheads. It's not like I'm burdened with helping him out, but Brian is really trying hard to get good grades. From what I heard, he doesn't have much to worry about going to college since he's practically a local football star. Maybe his pushy police chief dad raised him to be an overachiever. The story thickens. It's funny how a model athlete like Brian got friends like Kyle who always find excuses to pull him out of school. It's unfair, really. As long as you're a sports star, you'll end up with douches like him no matter how nice a person you are. I don't speak with Kyle much, but I don't need to talk to know what he's like. First of all, his girlfriend is friggin' Stacy Lanings. The stare he gives me when I pass by is enough to creep me out for the whole day. It would be lucky if Stacy didn't come along and start yapping about how Brian is out of my league. She has Kyle to play with, so why would she even care? Like, ask your boyfriend out for a drive. Jeez. Have a nice life with him so Brian can stay out of the poison he does not deserve. Hello? Nope. I accidentally hung up. You gonna call back? I like this ghost ASMR. I wake up without waking up. Same rainy night. My lifeless room. Endless nightmare. Yes? Hello? I wake up without waking up. Same rainy night, my lifeless room, endless nightmare. Darkness imprisoning me. I wait inside as it bleeds. Oh. Yeah, that's the girl who was talking shit. Green Heart University. Discover your potential with our early admission program. Does she have a denim dress on? Fuck that school. I mean, it's a men's room, I'm assuming. It's got urinals, so. Why would I be just taking pictures of Brian or whatever? What the fuck am I supposed to do? Poster. She's just like crawling under the stall to take pictures of him. You're right. What do you do with it though? I can select it, but I can't. Oh, yeah, it's me. What the fuck are you smiling at? Oh. Oh no! Can't do anything. Oh. This is for 8. Or no, this is for B. Don't pussy out. Push the shutter. Do it. Do it. You are nothing. You belong here. Oh yeah, there's like can in there. You can only select it when like the flash is on. There we go. Got some spray paint. All that just for that shit to get ripped out. It was moaning Myrtle the whole time. Oop. I don't think I was quick enough. I don't understand what you're supposed to spray. Last time that stopped it, now it's not really doing anything. Oh, that worked that time. Like, why is that not getting rid of it? The fuck? Just the lip shape. I don't know. It's not really the easiest thing to control either. It's like... There we go. You're supposed to do it that quick? Are you fucking kidding me? Yeah, it's kind of stupid. It's cool, but after I failed a few times, I'm not feeling it. Oh, come on. One more, come on! No! God damn it! Why the fuck would it have to be this frustrating to do this? Why a time limit at least? At least just let me fucking take my time. Yeah, it's really not fun to... No way. Oh my god, it's so stupid. Tension? No, it's just annoying. There's tension the first time you do it, but as soon as you die, the tension is gone. It's just like you're drawing a D. Oh my god. That's stupid. Like, this one's going fucking nuts. So bad. Come on! Oh my god! That's fucking stupid. It's so fucking frustrating. Oh my god, come on! This is fucking stupid. Fucking ridiculously awful mechanic. Like, let me just start it over. Holy fucking shit. Yeah, and it starts it off, like, in your fucking eyeball, too. You can't see where it is. Why would you put this in your game? Bad. Very bad. Bad developer. Don't fucking do this. Oh my god. So fucking bad. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's the amount of pain too. But come on! was it. Like, it's fucking done, man. Give me a break. The whole fucking thing was covered. Oh my God. What the fuck is going on here? So bad. Fucking awful. It went from being like a decent game to complete trash. And it's so loud and dumb. Oh my God, are you fucking joking me? What needs to be done here? What else? What else do I have to fucking do? Did you test this at all? Holy shit. Oh my God. What the fuck? Ridiculous. So bad. What the fuck? There really is not enough time. Guys, I know what you have to do. You gotta stop saying what to do. Shut the fuck up already. $18 people in chat going, go lower! Make it the bigger outline! That doesn't help. I think you need to make an X around it. Yeah, thanks, dude. Oh my God. Please! Please, for the love of God! Oh, I fucked it up so bad! Holy shit! What? I thought I got it done! Did I not do the top one? Come on. Holy fucking shit. You actually have to click on it at the end, too, to get it to go through. Ridiculous, dude. That was like the most gameplay in the entire game, too. Like, besides walking around and reading things and stuff. That's fucking so dumb. And I really have enjoyed this game up to that point. Like, it really has been, you know, pretty decent story, good atmosphere. Nothing too complicated. And then as soon as they pull this shit, it's like, what the fuck? What the fuck are you doing? There was a consulting session for Greenheart University's student programs. They called it GUSP. LOL, what the fuck? At the gym today. I've seen its posters all over the school since the day I arrived. I had nothing better to do, so I decided to give a visit and spend my precious after-school time reading brochures. Once again, just like at the library, I was surprised to see Brain there. That's right, Brain. He was at the early decision program booth. I wanted to talk to him, but instead I ran from my room and jumped to my bed. And out of nowhere, tears started to drop. I bet it was because of those stupid hearts. Yep, I saw those hearts again. Now they're in the gym walls, too. Whoever drew them must be very insecure about the relationship. Insecure like me. Deep down, I want my own hearts on the wall, too. But seeing Brian at the university booth felt like finally getting punched by reality. I have no idea what I'll be doing in a couple of years. I thought of staying here at Rosen Peak. But with Brian preparing to leave, there's just no point to it. No Brian, no hearts on the wall. God, it's like my brain's creating a storm. I'm just gonna lie down for a bit. Hopefully, I'll wake up next week. Love Sam is the name of the game, apparently. I thought it was Dear Sam, but... My life is nothing but a repetition of waking up with nothing to live for. Not even a false hope to look forward to this time. Long time ago, when I finally got to accept my feelings for Brian, I thought everything was going to change, but every day was still just like every other day. He was still a school star. I was still his friend. When you live in Rosen Peak, people expect things to stay the same. If anything changed between us, it could ruin B and everything around him. So that's how it went. Nothing changed when my whole world burned. I kept telling myself maybe after graduation I'll be able to express my feelings for him. I let the fire in my heart eat through my soul and body. I called myself a coward. But I chose to keep what little I had to enjoy. I was a poor kid crawled up in bed. In bed? It's all this garbage and shit. They just put that over that. Oh, her. Poor? Do I really deserve that charity title? Am I really the victim of all this? Who was here to judge me anyway? It's all over. Everyone left me. So why do I feel like I'm being chased? Like someone's always watching me? Like someone's always trying to judge me? How did the invite go? She in or not? Oh, she's coming. Dorks like her can't say no to a party like this. Sweet, time to give her the drama she wants so bad. Oh no. I know I used half of this diary writing about Stacy being a bitch, but now she's just unstable. It wasn't even past the first class when I started arguing like crazy with Kyle. Heard her shouting something like, "I'm done doing shit for you," before storming away. Then she saw me. I was her next target. She strode towards me and said, "This is all your fault. Why don't you go back to fucking San Diego?" Whoa, what did I do? She was off before I could even open my mouth. I turned to Kyle for answers, but he was gone too. Come to think of it, I rarely saw them hanging out recently, but I didn't know things were this intense. Brian's been acting weird too, though. He hasn't talked to me much recently. He even looks somewhat more upset than usual. I finally tried to ask him what was wrong, but he cut me short asking if I called him last night again. All I could give was a blank face until Brian said, "Never mind," and walked away. What was that about? What did he mean by again? Calling him in the middle of the night for no reason is actually something I dreamed of, but that doesn't mean I actually did it. What the hell's going on? Yeah, they're going to dump a bucket of blood on her or something. It's because of her. The moment she came into our lives, what little I had to enjoy started to crumble. Only bad changes happen in my life, no matter how hard I try to protect it. A city girl just asking to become an outsider. That was all she was to me. Hell, that was all she was to anyone else. Even to B. But then I saw them talking at the library. I couldn't see clearly, but I couldn't see clearly, but I could know it from B's face. He was making her smile. It was another smile taunting my feelings for B. No one would ever know what kind of emotions I was hit with at that moment. A change was happening, and I didn't like it at all. Stacy didn't like it either, and she could never stand letting an easy social prey slip away from her. Naturally, Stacy took a peek into her diary one day. She took pictures of some of the entries and sent them to me and her gang. She wanted everyone to join her twisted and childish gang. Gang. Bummer, I was hoping to do nasty stuff to her drunk ass. What the fuck? Still can't believe Brian had to take her away like that. Well, needy bitches like Sam do make some people feel sorry. She did mention something about her dad in her diary. That she has some nasty daddy issues, too. Got an idea? How about we show everyone how needy a bitch can be? Sounds like fun, but how? Leave it to me. Just keep reading your diary once in a while. The fuck? What's up, Tin Man? Whoa. Wah, wah, wah. Look at them walking and talking. Oh my god. What are you fucking smiling at? Hello? The diary had no special meaning to me. Not until I read about how Brian took that cunt on a fucking tour of the town. He had no interest in girls whatsoever, and suddenly now he's hanging out with an outsider? That moment, I got tired of doing nothing. I knew I had to do something, so I gave Stacy an idea. It was going to be easy. Spike her drink, get her wasted, humiliate the shit out of the city girl in front of everyone. Only then she would know her place. It could have been so simple, only if B didn't get in the way. This is I don't even know how to describe what happened this morning. This is fucked up. My hands are shaking again. It started when I opened my locker and something poured out. For a few seconds, my brain was cut off from whatever was happening, and when I finally looked down, there were dozens of pictures scattered on the hallway floor. All of them were pictures of Brian with gibberish written on them. The whole school was at the hall. They looked at the pictures, then at me, and then at the pictures. Brian was there too. The face he gave me, the face of disgust. He turned away and left. He didn't even say anything. I tried to chase him, say something, but anything to him. But the floor started spinning and people started whispering, like they knew what was going on. The air started to choke in my throat. I swept what was on the floor and ran off to class. Of course, Stacy must have had something to do with this. I looked for her, but she was nowhere to be found. The rest of the day was nothing but avoiding eye contact with everyone. I can't sleep. Brian's not answering any of my texts, and there's no one to talk to. B kept saying nothing was going on between them. Lies. But I was too cracked in the head to believe everything was fine. How could you? Oh, shit. In my eyes, Sam was using Brian to fill her sad, empty life. I couldn't let that happen. She wanted drama she didn't deserve. She doesn't deserve shit. She doesn't get to barge into our lives and start disrespecting what I barely coped with. Stacy kept doing what she does best, digging into others' secrets. She sent pictures of the little shit's diary pages to me. That's how I found out about their little trip to Colton Hill. It was our hideout since first year of high school, and her presence turned into fucking nothing. How could B do this to us? The only way to break them apart was to show Brian what a creep she was. I kept reading the disgusting words she wrote in her diary. Blarg. At the same time, I felt something. A reminder of how I felt when I felt it for B. How it felt so right and terribly wrong. Screaming into my pillow never helped with making feelings go away. Did you find the diary yet? I think it's like a bunch of people's... I don't know what the hell's going on, is he really? Exactly. Who knows? Did you find the diary yet? Babe, I think you're taking this too seriously. Did you find it or not? It's her. It's Kyle and her, and they like pretended to break up. I think to fuck her over. Like they were gaslighting her and stuff. I think big time. You're giving up now? Forget it. Please, babe. Maybe Brian doesn't even like the girl. I said forget it. What am I doing? So tired. The school counselor called me today. Mr. Ferns asked me if the rumors are true. Rumors that I've been leaving heart drawings all over the school. Rumors that I've been stalking Brian. At this point, the whole school must be out of its mind. I didn't even know the letters in the fucking heart spelled S and B. But what? Just because the letters, initials are S and B, suddenly every name that starts with them are either Sam or Brian? I guess, and guess what? Even crazier words are on the streets. Sam Holt, the daughter of a child molester, craves forbidden love. Yeah, I think, all right. So she was writing a diary, and Stacy started putting fake entries into it. And then she took pictures of all the entries to, like, make it look like she was crazy, I think. Like, in all the crazy pictures and stuff, it made her look like she was a stalker. I think that's what happened. So all the times we saw stuff about her being crazy about Brian. Like, she had a crush on Brian, I think, and then Stacy turned it into this, like, fucking stalker situation. Yeah, I could see that happening. Kids are definitely fucked like that. How on earth did Stacy find out about my dad? Why would she ever do so much to fuck up my life? Where the fuck is she? Is she... You know what? I'm tired. I'm tired of waiting for Brian to listen to me. I'm tired of looking for words to describe this fucked up situation. I can't believe I have to go through this again so far from home and so soon. Brian, please say something. Then I remembered she wrote something about her dad. It must have something to do with her existence in my life. I started digging. It wasn't even a challenge. Keith Holt arrested for sexually assaulting a teenager. It was beautiful. I found the perfect ending. All I had to do next was fill in the rest of the story. Oh my God, how could Sam Holt not kill herself? If my dad went on the news for touching teenage girls, that's bye-bye world for me, LOL. What is that supposed to be, Twitter? 2005? What the fuck? Facebook? Original Facebook? When you needed a school email address to actually, like, use it? Sam Holt calls Brian from the payphone in the middle of the night and silently listens to his voice. Sam Holt takes Brian's picture and keeps him in their locker. Yeah, see, it's all... Sam Holt draws hearts all over the school to let Brian know... To let others know Brian is hers. Yeah, it was all this fucking girl. A needy city girl, but with serious issues. She was just a disaster waiting to happen. No one, even Brian, would think otherwise. I made all the preparations while Stacy spread the rumors I created. It was never easy. Well, I once almost got caught taking a picture of Brian using the restroom. There we go. But it kept going. Every picture I took was a love confession I could never make. Every heart I drew was my sacrifice for him. And in the end, I got what I wanted. Wait, is it Kyle, the football player? Was he in love with Brian? When enough suspicion piled up on Sam, I stuffed all the pictures I took into her locker. It was a happy coincidence that B was there to see the spectacular unfold when it happened. It was over. Things were about to turn back to normal. And then Stacy's drama-filled head exploded. Oh my God. Hide, coward. Where am I? This is going to be me dying over and over again, isn't it? Is this fucking Operation? I can't see. The light was on a second ago. My God. Maybe. What? Maybe you can run forever. Maybe you'll be able to live again. I think it is basically Operation. I have to, like, or it could be green light, red light. hide, though? I'm not like seeing anything to hide under. Oh, like the eyes are coming from the door, maybe? You can't like crouch or anything. The window. Yep. Maybe you'll be able to live again. Oh. Here's the go for the text, I guess. Giant needle. Where the hell am I going to run to next? And that? God damn it. Just need to see the path. Oh, you go in front of that. Think? Come on. Okay. All right, hurry up. Go away. Where the fuck? They want me to go. Through that? I don't see where you're going here. Okay. LOL, JK, you're gonna die. Take the fucking note. I'm done watching you get away with the shit you've done to me. Did you really think I wouldn't find out? That you've been using me to break Sam and Brian apart so you can have some fun with her? Well, I had my share of fun when I told Brian what you've been doing. You should have seen the face he made when I got to the part of you drawing those retarded hearts all over the school. Hope you enjoy your happy life now that there's no Brian to get in your way. Oh, by the way, I saw you staring at the college poster. Would you like the girl in the poster, too? Is it why you tore her face off? You need help. Don't bother calling me. Yeah, dude, high school kids, man. Although I feel like this is a little bit more extreme than like, it would kind of happen. I feel like this is more like WB, but I don't know. What the fuck do I know? I'm also... Was never a high school female, so... Not like I know exactly. Please, man. Stacy got it all wrong. It's just a misunderstanding. I was just trying to prevent Sam from getting into your head. Please, B, don't do this. Text me back, please. The day Stacy told Brian was the last day he talked to me. He was so angry at me. He would never understand what I did for him. Typical. So fucking typical. Again, I was left alone to suffer. This time, someone had to pay for it. What? What was the other thing? So I need to know something to get into the locker, I'm assuming. This part confused people. Note on the table. This note from back. This is like ancient, though. Oh, you put it in the locker? Oh, right. It's a setup. Yeah, good thing you said that. I probably wouldn't have gotten that for a while. Thank you, Gigi. Oh. I went in the locker. Okay. Wrong way? I guess you're supposed to get away from that, probably. Oh. It surprised me. So I don't think you're supposed to get too close to either one of them. Or you're supposed to like lead them to each other, maybe? Yes. No, I had to do it to him, guy. Maybe the locker? Oh my god. Okay. And then she pushed her off. No. What? Wait, what? The heads are off there now. The hell? You have to exit and re-enter? Like just this room? Oh, really? You have to restart just to interact with the journal? Oh, that's bizarre. So what, it'll like save my spot? I'm assuming? Okay. This is opening back up. Unreal is like so slow for some reason right now. There we go. Usually it does not take that long. Yeah, that would have been pretty frustrating to wander around. Without knowing what to do for fucking... I probably would have just like quit. So I put these heads on it. So it's doing this again? I already did that part. The fuck? Now I gotta do that again? Okay. In the locker. They show up. And there's the one. Whoa, wrong way. That shit happens. Then we go pusher. That didn't happen like that last time, did it? You didn't deserve it! I don't know what you're talking about. Our lives are ruined because of you. Hey, don't come any closer. That's how it happened. Oh, they got killed by me or I got killed last time rather. Oh. Must get rid of it. Or is she gonna be the one that falls? Or he, rather. What the hell? Is that not what he's supposed to be doing? I thought he was grabbing that. Wait, what? I don't see any good sticks. Oh my god, it keeps getting stuck in it. Let me turn around. On the rock? Let's see if... Ah! Oh, shit. Oh, right. It said that she didn't die right away. I think you're reading too much into it. With Brian preparing for a rematch with the Hammerheads, I once again... No, it's just the whole diary. There we go. can't light the lighter anymore? I just want to light the lighter. I'm back in the locker. I saw light for a second. Oh. Oh. I see what they did there. There was an accident. I never meant to kill her. Or maybe I did? Did I? Does it matter now? Did any of what I did matter? I left the team soon after what happened at Colton. After that, the school. From what I've heard, Brian easily got accepted to the university. He left town right after graduation. The fact that he's a star athlete with a notable school record worked like a charm. He's been growing the idea of leaving Rosen Peak since his mom died. Living alone with his obnoxious dad didn't help much with being attached to his hometown. We never got to talk about it seriously. Brian didn't really want to. But every time he hinted about leaving, I tried so hard to ignore what it meant for me. Even those college posters all over the school were laughing at me. They were making fun of my impending doom. They were all saying, haha, you see? You're gonna die alone here. I knew that B took an interest in Sam because she was just a clueless new girl who was lonely enough to do anything for any guy who was nice to her. But jealousy is a strong creature. It quickly devoured my mind. Soon, anger took control of me. And I just needed someone to be mad at other than Brian. Even after he left me, anger stayed. He devoured me whole. And again, it's time to wake up. But wake up for what? To be greeted by the fact that I must start running around in circles again? That I must stick needles into my body so I can forget my past for a few fucking minutes? I don't know. I think this is like too much for... I don't know. Like, we're just supposed to believe that it was Kyle now? That's too much of a gap, I think. Almost. Like, we don't really, like, even really know anything about the guy. So that's where the needles come in? That's why there's needles? Because he's addicted to fucking heroin or whatever? I get it. I just wish there was more development for Kyle. Because it does feel like a little cheap to just be like, oh yeah, it was the dude. That's where the needles came from. I just like this story that Miss Lazley once told us about, the shortest horror story in the world. The last man on earth heard a knock on the door. I'm alone in my room. I'm alone in this world. There's someone knocking on the door. I don't know who it is, but I keep the door locked. No one comes in. No one goes out. Well, the reason why I think it's a little cheap is just because, like, why would this guy be doing this? Like, we know everything about Sam, right? She is from the city. She, like, is fucking a nerd or whatever. She's a dork. She's super shy. Her mom is like, what did she say about her mom earlier? I forget what she said. And then, like, you know, her dad's a fucking child molester or whatever. So there's, like, some development, it felt, to, like, that character. It's like, okay, if this is her diary, we're learning about her, right? And then she starts talking about Stacy and Kyle, and I guess the stuff about Stacy is actually Stacy writing it sometimes. I don't know. But, I mean, I still enjoy it, but I'm just saying I felt like they could have given us a little bit more about Kyle's character, I think. But I guess that's kind of the point, too. I don't know. Anyways. Like, why is he like this? Because of the drugs? But, like, when that's not even implied at all until the end. Yeah, well, it's Kyle's diary once we figure that out, though. That's kind of the twist. It wasn't Kyle like writing about himself though or anything. It's strange. I'm just so tired. I just want it to end. Let's just wake up. Let's just open the door. I don't care who or what's waiting for me. But what about my diary? The one I've been keeping to remind myself of how I'm the victim of everything that's happened. I don't know what I would do without it. What will keep me from going insane? So here comes the big question. Like, how is he the fucking victim, though? Should I keep it? A fucking Ouija board? Yes. Fuck it. I'm not giving up the only thing that's left for me. Nothing's my fault. I'm not letting go of anything ever again. Hello? Can't get up. I think I'm just waiting. Lighter. Oh, that is hard to see anything. Whoa. I don't like this lighter. Got him. It's got a fucking entire star in the butane. Yeah, that was actually pretty impressive. It was way longer than I thought it was going to be. I thought it was just going to be like a dumb joke game, honestly. Oh, there's multiple endings? I wonder, I guess I did kind of pick choices. Because you have to say yes and no at the beginning, and then obviously that answer at the end. And yeah, especially for $3. That's probably the best $3 horror game I've ever played, honestly. At full price. Yeah, the mini games were complete garbage. But the game itself and the story was great. I like the atmosphere a lot. Especially for someone who honestly doesn't seem like English was their first language. The translation was good. There's only a few issues with that. It flowed pretty well. I thought it made sense as a story about like a boarding school and high school kids or whatever. Yeah, $3. It just came out. I like the models and stuff too, even though like, you know, animation wasn't their forte, obviously. They still made it seem like jarring for the stuff that was happening, like the characters interacting and stuff like that. Like character animation was not his forte, but all the scenes that had people in it were still like pretty cool and effective, you know, like her being pushed off the cliff or them talking in that room. And that other scene, I don't know, it all looked good. I would definitely recommend it. I just fucking hate those mini games, though. Yeah, holy shit, the spray painting was bad, but way better than I thought it was going to be. And it did drag a little bit. Yeah, I'll agree with that too. It could have been 2 hours instead of 3. It definitely could have been. There was a little bit too much going on with. I think in the beginning there was so much character development for Sam in her diary, obviously, but like some of that could have been split between some of the other characters. It almost doesn't really make sense completely, but it did at the end. Completely. I don't know if like it seems like maybe that wasn't their idea going in. 100%. You know what I mean? But they got it all figured out at the end anyways, so wrapped it up nicely. Yeah, it was good value. I wish a game like this would come out like every day, honestly. We don't have enough spooky games these days that are like good. You can spend $3, $10 on a shitty game that doesn't even last like a third as long as this and isn't even halfway as entertaining. So I hope we make some more games. Yeah, I guess the only real Sam is the torn out pages you get. I guess. Scanner Somber. Yeah, I played that before. I love that game. That's a good one. Yeah, it's nice when there's a game that actually isn't complete shit. Especially when it costs $3. You're like, all right, I know this is going to be shitty, right? And it wasn't. So, always a nice surprise. Always a nice surprise. B was just a good boy. B. B for Brian. That kind of perplexes me still, too. Like, B is the guy's name. B. B for Brian. Or if he got hit by a car at the end, too, that would have been